When two Model S owners wanted to suggest some improvements to the CEO Elon Musk, they decided to go further than just a simple email. The husband and wife took out a full-page ad in a Silicon Valley newspaper suggesting changes like voice-activated dialing. It doesn't have voice-activated dialing already? And sound sensors, and got Elon Musk's attention. He responded on Twitter saying, the quote, ad taken out in Palo Alto daily by two Model S owners is right. Many of the suggestions will be implemented soon. Joining Cory and myself now is Matt DeLorenzo, managing editor of Kelley Blue Book. So I can't believe that this $100,000 car doesn't come with voice-activated dialing to begin with, Matt.
Well, it's one of those things that the technology in the electric car and having that kind of range, they put a lot of the money into the other features that a lot of other cars don't have. So I think in this regard, Tesla's playing a little bit of catch-up, especially, too, with things like the blind spot monitoring and the collision warning type systems that are available on other luxury cars.
Yeah, and those are out and actually work. To be fair, voice-activated dialing, I've never experienced a system that works properly. It's kind of a running gag in TV. But the blind spot monitoring is key. And you would think that Elon Musk, Cory, wouldn't you think he would be on the forefront of that kind of technology?
Well, look, it's only, I mean, you say $100,000. Really, I think the average sale, according to Unit Economics last quarter, was about $95,000 a car. So, I mean, what do you want? Cup holders with your $95,000? Look, this
sorry,
is how
95.
Hard.
I didn't mean to round it up to 100 grand.
Yeah, that's only
really 95,000.
Let's give them a break. Look, I think that this shows you how difficult the task is at Tesla, where the features that I have in my 2008 Accord are not prevalent in this $95,000 luxury car. And that you wonder, you know, and it's also getting long on the tooth. You know, you can see this in the inventory numbers from Tesla, which we can tweeze out, which shows that the sales of the car are not rapidly growing on a quarter-over-quarter basis. Indeed, while they're up last quarter, they were down the previous quarter. And so you wonder how big the market is for the car as it exists now. They have yet to create a second car. They've shown some prototypes, but there's nothing slated. There's no time horizon for the next car that they might come out with, nor an update in the Model S, which is getting longer and longer on the tooth. And that may become an issue for this company. It's not baked into the stock valuation, but it will be.
Cory, when you say sales, are you talking about deliveries?
Ah, good point. So one of the interesting things when we look at the quarter for Tesla is the balance between leases and deliveries. And the lease deal for some people can be a really financially wonderful deal if you assume there's an aftermarket value in the car where you end up not paying a ton of money for the car. It helps them keep the factory busy and deliver a lot of cars. But ultimately the sales and the return policies and the warranty costs for this company, there's still some TKs, some to-come questions that have yet to be answered.
And I'm not, by the way, I'm not taking a shot at Tesla for playing silly semantical games with their sales and deliveries numbers and the ridiculous way that they report. Matt, final point on Tesla. It is a technologically advanced car. It's a fantastic vehicle. Has any of that changed as we've owned one for a year, as we've been around with them? I mean, Edmunds had their issues, right?
Well, Edmunds did, and also Consumer Reports, and a lot of them dealt with the interface of the system and some of the technologies that Tesla addressed, some by reflashing the car, other ones sending technicians out to correct. But it's a small startup company. It's doing a niche product with limited sales and appeal. I think part of the thing is that Elon tried to sell it as the second coming of the Model T, and it really isn't at this point.